Okay, I just recently installed a third Battleborn battery in my Tiffin GH1. It is the Battleborn Game Changer 3.0 heated, and had it installed and realized during that process that it's actually a smart battery. Now, I was under the assumption all of the batteries were smart, but the two that were delivered with the rig were not smart, evidently. And so if you don't have a smart shunt, you may find this feature useful. So I went ahead and configured my setup. I've got the Battleborn app downloaded, and I have my Bluetooth enabled. And I'm, of course, in close proximity of the third battery. So if you were to install it from the beginning, you would go to the configure screen here, and it's not obvious right at the beginning, but there are two tabs up here at the top. One is multi-battery system, so that if you did have multiple smart batteries, you would see them show up in the box down below. But if you touch a single battery system, and even though mine's the third battery in my existing system, it's the only one with smart capabilities, evidently. So I had to choose single battery system. And if you had, the other thing is, if you had a Battleborn peripheral in there to hub them together, you should be able to detect that as well and do a multi-battery system setup. So when I went to the single battery system page here, my new battery showed up with some digits to indicate it's a unique indicator, his ID. And I selected that and went through the steps of setting it up. Once it got set up, it'll show up in the My Systems section. By the way, you can also get to that screen by clicking the Add New System button at the bottom of the My Systems page as well. But I went ahead and configured this, and I named my battery third battery. You can name it whatever you want. By default, it's going to be the ID of the battery, which showed up on that Bluetooth detection screen. And this is more of a summary page, but if I click anywhere on that item, this is a little bit more detailed data associated with the battery itself. So if you don't have a smart shunt, or even if you do, you may find this helpful tool to kind of look at the status of the battery. Now, I just clicked view on the system status, and it shows it's monitoring just fine. And this is also if you renamed your battery to something unique like third battery like I had. This is also where you would get your ID of the battery on this screen. After I got it configured, it also prompted me to update the firmware for it, and I went ahead and did that, and now it's showing firmware up to date at the top right. You can also look at historical data. So over time, as it collects information, you'll be able to see the history. Now, I just set it up a few minutes ago, so there's not too much history here, but you have two tabs here, history and graphs as well, and you can change the graph type here as well and look at various bits of information. Charge idle, state of charge, temperature range distribution, overall system health status. These all look pretty basic right now, just simply because I don't have much data. But you can also look at trends over time, and you've got several things that you can look at there: state of charge, temperature, and current. So I think this is going to be a helpful tool, even though I do have a smart shunt installed. I think it'll be useful, and you can change your date ranges up at the top, from date and to date, so that you can kind of narrow down to a certain period of time. So hope you find this helpful.